Thanks, Steve. He starts 34th. He is the point standing leader. Teammate Clint Boyer rolls off here from 13th position. He is the point standing runner up. And their teammate Jeff Burton comes in here starting 22nd, but 5th in points.
You know, Mike, sunshine on your shoulders might make you happy, but not for a race car driver. He liked the cloudy overcast that made the cars a lot easier. Whatever your handling problem was yesterday, the sun's going to make it worse.
Now on the start of the race and each restart, the leader, and only the leader, gets his choice of the inside and the outside lane. Kurt Busch has chosen to start on the inside, so he starts the race. He is still the pole sitter. Jeff Gordon lines up and heads the inside lane.
And I think if we had seen the groove really move up, that may have changed. And I think we could see it change throughout the course of the day.
Today's race, last year's race was 427 miles. Today it's 400 miles, 267 laps.
Pit road speed 45 miles per hour. A lot of speeding penalties in yesterday's Nationwide Series race. The pit window for Sunoco race fuel, 52 to 56 laps.
A very difficult pit road to get onto without hitting that commitment cone or actually ending up out in the grass.
Now that's a sharp transition off turn 4 to get to pit lane. Leading the field, the 2011 Shelby GT 350, bringing back a famous name from the past. Shelby's modified version of the 2011 Mustang GT. Lights are out. We're ready to go.
DW, she's hot, she's slick, but she's still fast. Best advice I can give you, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
All right, Larry. Message received. Green flag in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Viva Las Vegas, boys! I think you can immediately see why he chose the outside, the 2 car did on that start. There's a lot of momentum on that outside line.
Dale Jr. had to drop back to 6th to find a place in line. Here comes Gordon. He wants to lead lap 1 from Kurt Busch.
He's got it.
I think what happened, Kurt Busch overdrove turn 3. Busch won the battle getting in the corner. Gordon won the battle off, and it carried all the way down the straightaway.
Couldn't get back to the throttle. He was waiting on the car. But these two guys look like they might want to just go at each other here for a while.
Yes, they do. Kurt Busch fighting back. I think he'll win this battle getting into turn 3.
And Ryan Newman lurking in 3rd. Trouble turn 2. Car in the middle of the back straightaway. Down on the apron. Caution waves. And the field will slow to pace car speed. Robbie Gordon got little practice. Did not get to qualify. He is involved with rookie Kevin Conway in the 37. Back there in turn 2.
Well, if you remember the FedEx understanding of the race, 5 times in the first 10 laps the last 9 races we've had a caution.
Let's show you what happened to the 37 in turn 2. The blue car, top of your screen.
Gets up too high. Pretty dirty up there right now. You can see the dust and dirt starting to fly. Just loses it. Comes right down the track.
Little damage.
Light contact with that inside wall looked like.
And from here we see Robbie Gordon slowed to miss Conway. And otherwise didn't appear to be involved.
It's about the only good thing that's happened to Robbie Gordon this week. He's had a rough week.
You know, Larry, the guys down in the pits all told me that they really appreciate you doing all those statistics for them. Saves them a lot of work at night.
Doing their homework.
There's new dad Carl Edwards.
Annie.
Baby Ann came this week. And here's our Aflac Do You Know Quack Trivia Quiz. Text your answer to 36888 and you could win a replica helmet autographed by Carl. What safety advancement was first introduced at NASCAR at Indy in 2002? Safer barriers, retaining walls, red lights, or the Hans device? Text your answer to 36888. The answer to follow.
Got a few takers coming to pit road. It's guys that were at the back. You know, you always, if you're back there, you never want to pass up an opportunity at a 1.5-mile racetrack to top that fuel tank off with Sunoco race fuel.
And that's mostly what I think you'll see. Just guys hit that fuel filler one time, give them an extra lap or two, and we go back green.
Now, Kevin Conway did get some damage in that accident. I didn't think he hit the wall, but that transition came slamming down hard off the banking to the apron, and that may have hurt the splitter on his car, on the front of his car.
You can see it, Mike. It's pretty bowed up there in the center. Yep. See the support brackets that have bent him up bent the nose up a little bit.
43 car field, only 2 drivers went home. Casey Mears and rookie Terry Cook were the 2 who failed to qualify. And here's Jimmy Johnson, who started in 20th today, and he's picked up 2 spots.
Even though we didn't run but a couple of laps, Larry, those are 2 vital laps. When the driver now can slow down here for a second and tell the crew chief, here's what the car did in that couple of laps.
Initially, yeah.
So Jeff Gordon, your leader. From Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano. Logano led a lot yesterday. A nationwide race.
Tell you what, he's actually been solid here all weekend long. And Denny Hamlin, I think, was driving that car yesterday for Joe Gibbs Racing. It's the first time Joey's not run a Nationwide Series race this year.
Oh, thank you. Did you know Jimmy Johnson started his racing career off-road in a Chevy truck? That's why he's excited to give you a chance to win a powerful, dependable Chevy Silverado at winjimmysilverado.com. Log in for your chance to win.
He looks so comfortable in that race car. The way the steering wheel sets and the way he sets in the seat, he just looks like he's really comfortable sitting in there.
You know, we talked about the speeds at this racetrack. They are close to what they were a week ago at Auto Club Speedway, but you got a half-mile less racetrack to do it in. That just shows you how fast these cars are here at this 1.5-mile track.
Yeah, good. The tires that they run here this time, the left sides are so much better than what they've had in the past. That's where the speed came from.
New rule implemented this year. They pulled Kevin Conway back to his pit because he sped, leaving the pits to try to beat the pace car and stay on the lead lap, and that will get you a speeding ticket. So Conway will lose that lap that he tried to regain from the field, and we're ready to go back to green.
Yeah, the penalty in the past was just tail in the longest line, but now it's a 1-lap penalty.
Never quite understood that one. I'm glad they fixed it.
This time with Kurt Busch on the inside, Jeff Gordon on the outside. One quick caution, and we're ready to resume with 5 laps complete. Green flag. This time 7 cars break away from the pack just a little bit.
Tell you, a car getting racy early. When he cut that qualifying lap on Friday, we thought it was a pole lap. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88 car. This has been a good racetrack for him the last 2 or 3 years.
I like the way it jumped out from under him off of 4, though, Larry. That didn't look too good. Car's fast. We know he's fast. They got the handle on it or not.
Junior's in 5th with Biffle and Logano. Ryan Newman was 3rd. Steve.
Mike, early report from Dale Earnhardt Jr. on this track. She's slick out here.
That is no surprise.
Well, that's what I saw when he came off 4 right here last time by. Back end just jumped out, and you got to watch him off turn 4. That's where you smack that wall a lot.
I mean, just look at the miles per hour at a 1.5-mile racetrack. It clicked up to 200 miles an hour in race trim.
That's one thing from the moment we started practice here, I said, Larry, these cars are going faster through the corners than anywhere I think we've ever been. They're flying around this joint.
We even saw it riding on the golf cart when Nationwide cars were practicing going down toward turns 1. It's like, wow, they're going fast. Kevin Harvick had gained 7 positions as he battles side by side with Travis Kvapil and with Regan Smith.
Yeah, this is a brand new car they unloaded here on Friday, and he smacked the wall in practice less than 5 minutes into it. They spent most of that practice before qualifying just repairing the car.
Looks like they fixed it pretty well. Talking about I'm going fast, it's got to remind you of Ricky Bobby, right?
Yeah. Some days Kevin reminds me a lot of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, exactly.
You bet. Juan Pablo Montoya making the move on Joey Logano. This will be for 8th place. Tony Stewart has moved up into 7th. Those Stewart-Haas cars need a rebound, and Larry, looks like today with Newman in 4th and Stewart now 7th. they may get one.
Well, as a package, this is the best they've looked this year. You know, Stewart especially struggled at Daytona, and neither car was where it needed to be last week at Auto Club Speedway. The 39, Newman ended up blowing an engine.